You're watching Fugitive Red Eye, and welcome to another DVD collection update. To start off with today, we're looking at not a DVD, but this is a Laserdisc of Urotsukidoji 5. Now, you may note from previous videos I had said that I already owned this, and that is true. I've actually had this since Christmas of 2019, but now I'm showing it off. That was right before my hiatus, so I just didn't get around to it. So we're actually going to look at all the DVDs I got for Christmas, but this one is a Laserdisc. Alright, had to cover up a couple parts of this, but yeah, again, this is Urotsukidoji 5. I've had it since Christmas 2019. It's on Laserdisc. As with the other Japanese Laserdiscs I've owned, this comes with a side sleeve that goes on the actual case itself. And there's the actual Laserdisc itself. Incidentally, Snowman is the one who got me that Laserdisc. And then next up we have the Junji Ito collection, which is what Danny got me. Or it's one of the two things he got me. Now you may notice this is a Funimation release, and again, I do not personally buy Funimation. However, this was given as a gift, so it's not like I'm going to return it. And I did like the Junji Ito collection. I think it's a little bit underrated. It definitely doesn't completely capture his essence. Like, it definitely works better as a manga. But I honestly didn't think it was anywhere near as bad as people made it out to be. That said, if this wasn't given to me as a gift, I wouldn't have bought it myself, simply because it's Funimation, although I did want to own it, so I am happy to get it as a gift, though I would never support Funimation to get it myself. If anyone wants a digital copy, there you go. Feel free to steal that code. But there's Disc 1 and Disc 2. But yeah, like I said, I think it's a very underrated series. Next up, we have the Criterion Collection release of House, the Japanese movie. Danny gave me this one as well back in Christmas 2019, and again, I'm just getting around to showing it. Haven't watched this movie yet. It's, I think the third thing from the Criterion Collection that I've owned. Comes with this big booklet, so that's pretty cool. Then there's some art behind the booklet, and some art behind the disc. That's it for the super late, in fact, over a year, in fact, 2 years late, Christmas update. Now here we have some other stuff. So we have Gasari, which I just recently got in the mail. This is the North Korean Godzilla movie that was made by kidnapping part of the staff to make it. Really dark history behind this movie, but basically Kim Jong-il wanted to make a Godzilla movie and make a monster stronger than Godzilla. So out of a morbid curiosity, I had to buy it. Plus, I do like kaiju movies, but there's definitely a dark history behind this one. And when I bought it, it also came with this, which has Green Man and God Man, which are apparently also kaiju things. There's the back of the case on that. And the disc itself. Yeah, and the person I bought that from also threw in an extra DVD of Domo Volume 1. I didn't even know there was a show for Domo. I just thought it was a mascot. But apparently it had a show, so there we go. Don't know how it'll be, but I mean, it's an interesting little tidbit to get as a bonus. Next up, we have Ilsa, She-Wolf of the SS. This is a very controversial movie. It is part of a genre that I am surprised ever existed, but the Nazi-sploitation genre. Yes, that was a thing. Insane, I know. But I've heard this movie's really fucked up, and I was curious about it. But there's the disc itself. Next up, we finally have an official copy of Redo of Healer. I really liked this series, so I had to buy it, of course, when it came out. I did, of course, do a review of it, and this is the uncut and uncensored version, so very cool. Which means it's basically softcore hentai, but hell yeah, I like that. I like me some hentai. I mean, granted, it's not quite hentai, it's basically hentai. But as I said, I quite liked it. Next up, we have Johnny Bravo Season 1. I absolutely love Johnny Bravo, and I hate that only the first season has been released on DVD. There's the back of the case. And for some reason, this case is backwards. So there's Disc 1 and Disc 2. I think they just got the thing on the wrong way, but it's like, what the hell? Next up, we have Blood-Sucking Freaks, which is a classic Trauma movie I heard about on the Maniacs channel recently. And because I like Trauma, and because his review made it seem pretty cool, I wanted to check it out, so now I've got it. And there's the disc itself. Now here we have another copy of Volume 1 of the Super Mario Bros. Super Show. I had this set a long time ago, but it's been missing for years. And I have all the other volumes, so it was driving me nuts that this one was missing, because I was missing the first half of the first series. Because I'm a big fan of the Mario cartoons, with the Super Show being my favorite of the three. I personally like to look at it as all one series, so I look at the Super Show as the first two seasons. Even though it's only technically one, it's really long, and it's split between two volumes. And then the Adventures of Mario 3 and Super Mario World I view as the third and fourth seasons, even though, again, technically, the Super Show was only one. But yeah, it was driving me nuts not to have Volume 1. I want to rewatch the series. Pretty sure the DVDs of the Super Show are actually out of order with the episodes, but that's beside the point. These are just episodic, so it doesn't really matter. Also, with this series, you want the Shout Factory release. You do not want the End Circle release, because the Shout Factory release has the live-action segments, whereas the End Circle version does not. Same thing with Volume 2. Obviously, with Super Mario 3 and Super Mario World, it doesn't matter as much because they didn't have live-action segments. Alright, now we have South Park Season 4 on Blu-ray. I don't think I've showed this one off in a previous collection update. If I have, forgive me. I'm pretty sure I haven't, though. Because this I just got really recently, and I'm going to be doing for another episode of Discs in Depth, just like I did with Seasons 1 through 3. And then at some point I'll get the Blu-ray for Season 5 as well. Obviously, I do already have the DVDs of all the seasons. There's the inner case, there's Miss Chokes on Dick, and Cartman from Trapper Keeper. And there's the discs themselves. Now that I think about it, I think this was from the Christmas of 2019, although it might have been the Christmas of 2018, and if so, I probably already showed it off, so I'll just quickly show it just in case. If I have showed it before, forgive me, but this is Devilman on Famicom, the Japanese NES. The more I'm thinking about it, I probably showed it off, but if I did, whatever. It doesn't hurt to show it again. I guess it's probably been a while if I have. Now for a digital collection update, I've actually had this for a little bit. I did do a brief review of it as part of my monthly movie recap series, which I do need to do another episode of. This is Nightcrawler from 2015. Great movie with Jake Gyllenhaal. I talked about it, like I said already. I've had this for a while. I haven't done a digital collection update in a minute. This is the only new thing I bought, and the only reason I bought it is because my friend had no other way to show it to me. And when I have to get a digital thing, I tend to like to purchase it rather than rent it.
What a grand adventure this has been. God bless us, everyone.
Curry sauce all over your anus. Delish.